Hello, I am Chen Jixing from UniMAT Technical Department. Today I bring you a section, explanation of UniMAT products. Then we first unbox 4 products. This is our AR41, which is thermal resistance module. It has 4 channels can be connected to 4 thermal resistors. Then the top 2 rows are connected to the power supply. Then 2 of the channels are on top. Power supply is below. Then the next 2 rows are the other 2 aisles. This is our AR04. Everyone can take a look. Then we unbox the second product. It is slightly different from the thermal resistance. This is the thermocouple module AD04. This is our front. Then open this upper grid for you to see. Same as most products. On the top row, there are 2 power supply terminals connected to the power supply. Then there are 2 channels next to the other. This is a channel and here is a channel. Then the next 2 rows are also 2 channels. Here one channel. Here a channel. Then our materials are very good. Our materials are very good. Not so harsh. Then it is perfectly compatible with Siemens products. This is our side. Then we unbox the third product. It's our A108. This is our hot product. You can consult us if you are interested. Official customer service will answer for you at any time. Welcome everyone to come to buy. This is our front. Look at the terminal. Same as Siemens. The top row is connect to power. Then there are 2 channels in it. One is channel 0 and channel 1. Then the row above. You see the row above has 2 channels. One is channel 2 and channel 3. There are also 2 rows of terminals below. There are 4 channels. It's almost the same as the 2 rows above. From channel 4, channel 5, channel 6, channel 7, a total of 4 channels. Then everyone look at the side. Next, we unbox the last product. This is our smart CPU part. Our CPU is still very good, compatible with Siemens. Then include the three products we opened above. These modules are all related to Siemens. It's also perfectly compatible, including the CPU we connected to Siemens. Then Siemens CPU is connected to our module. Our CPU can be connected to Siemens modules. Then everyone take a look at our ST30 exterior. Then put these. Open, take a look. The row of terminals above this is the input port. Then there is our power supply. Then the row below is our output port. Is our Q point. And our 24-volt input power supply. On the top is the I port, the output port. Below is the input port. Point I is the input port. Then the following is the output port, which is the Q point. Then here's a board. Take it apart. This is our BD version. This can be used to extend our BD module. Then this is one of our TF card slots. Can be used to update programs or update components, or store data, etc. Let's take a look at the appearance of this CPU. Here is a 485. Then there is a network port. Then the top row is the input port of ST30. I point input port. Then there are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 input ports. Then the output port is also a total of 12 output ports. Take a look. This is one of the best products we sell. Anyone who is interested can enter our official website and communicate with us. Next, I will tell you about the case. Then I bring you a case today. Our customer case. Focus on the application of our ST30. First, we have to connect the power. The above two. The 2L Plus and M are connected to a 24-volt power supply. Is one of our company power module. After connecting the power supply, we can power on and use it. After power on, we will see an indicator light. This is the run light. Then this is the store light. Then this is the run light. Then let's try to communicate with the computer. All I need to do is to wire. Connect with the network port of PLC and the network port of the computer. You can see that this is our network port. Today we are talking about an optical machine. Then specific application. The application method is this similar picture. This is a toggle, a device for testing electricity and wanting. We can see this has a battery. It is dedicated to powering the load. Then you can see that there are test electricity and power on. The general machine is what we call a diesel engine. What about when there is a power test? We directly use the test voltage to supply power to the load. Then when there is no power test, we'll just use this pass-through, a diesel engine, supply power to the load. Then this optical storage all-in-one. Use our ST30. When power test and power on are not working, that is, our battery supplies power to this load. We can see that there is also a photovoltaic. Photovoltaics are also used to supply power to loads. It's when the sun shines that we can power this load. Then there is a certain amount of power that can be given to give our load a momentum, energy. Everyone can take a look. And what about the battery? When and under what circumstances to charge is our load? Our load is not so big. Load demand. Our power test or turn on the machine. Or photovoltaic, he will recharge our batteries. Wait until these three are gone. Let our battery directly supply power to the load. Everyone can take a look. According to this picture, I will tell you. The power on voltage detection relay pulls in, especially our I0.0. Let me show you where the ID elevator is. This is our I0.0. Right here in the first row, our test is ling if there is a hit. There is a diamond. It's ours. The meaning of the input port D. And see this 0, that's our I0.0. Its function is to detect, test whether there is electricity. Does the machine have electricity? Then I0.1. I0.1 is also in this position, 0, 1. See this word. This is the same as wanted. Used to detect our test whether there is electricity. Then the ATS switch is at the power on position. You can see that we have one single pole double switch. This is our ATS switch. I0, 3 and I0, 4. For everyone to see. 0, 1, 3, and 4 across 1, 3, and 4.
和4跨了一个3和4。
Then I0, 3, and I0, 4. The meanings represented respectively are when the switch,
开关
when in this 4 power position, ，Q show here I 0.4 will question,
I 0.4就会质疑。
when this switch, while in this wanted position, this I will be questioned at 0.3. Next, let's talk about our output port. Just control the start and stop of the machine. That is our diesel engine. It is a stop state when not in use. We need to go fire it up. Just need to use our Q 0.0. Q, where is the position of 0.0 on the PLC? It's the row below us. Everyone sees this one. First QA. It is our Q point, which is our output port. 0.0 is the 0 we adapt to in the first row here. Correspondingly, we also have 0, 0 is here. Then Q 0.6 and Q 0.7. The rows of these two is what we use to control this single pole double system switch. When my Q 0.6 output dimension is 1, this switch will go to the wanted position. When our Q 0.7 output is unique, this switch will hit the pilot position. Then you may wonder, our switch, what would it be like if they were all 1 at the same time? Then now this switch is A. Those who have mutual traction will not let him, while questioning whether he would. 1 will be 0 when 1 is 1. Then we talk about our second. The meaning of this special symbol. Test electricity ACK. NCK. The meaning of the representative is the detection of the electric relay pulls in and disconnects. That is our I 0.1 to 1 or to 0. When it comes to 1, it is disconnected when the suction reaches 0. General machine ACK NCK. That is our onboard voltage detection relay. Pull in and out. Means our I 0.0. When it's 1, it's pull in. When it is 0, it is disconnected. The third item is our energy storage sock. This is where we go. Use our mouse. I used Modbus R2. Our Modbus R2 do a data transmission with the inverter. Put the sock of the inverter, passed it to our mouse. We'll talk later. The specific action in this case. The specific action in this case. Test electricity ACK. The ATC switch is switched to the power test position. When testing HK, the ATC switch is switched to the power test position. Then when testing NCK, let's test our energy storage first. If the battery capacity, that is, SOC means the capacity of the battery, If the battery capacity is greater than 50%, our diesel engine is the general machine.
通机
Won't
会动
move.
作，
Our ATC ATS won't move
ATS 也
either.
不会动作。
Then when our energy storage
储能
reach
到达
50%,
50%，
30% between the machine is not
同机
action.
也是不动作的，也
That
是
is to
才
say
发电
the
机是不动
generator
作的
does not work. Then the ATS is also inactive. Only when our energy storage, that is, when the battery capacity is less than our adoption generator will only work. Then it will act.
动作，才
The
会
generator will
动作
operate
产
after
生了以
30
后
seconds. Wait until the generator is powered on.
有电以后，
We'll call this pass a CK.
通机 ACK，
Then
后
we'll turn this on. 275 0:21比11800 0:21比15100. Switch the ATS switch to the on position, and then wait until we hit over 50%. We pass the plate. That is, the diesel engine will stop running. Then our ATS will go back into
回
position.
位，
Then won't
就
act.
不会去动作。
Then I will talk about our
具体来讲
programming in
我们
detail.
编程
This is one of our
这是我们的
touchscreen
智能
software.
软件
Our company
我们
has
是
a.
有一款原
There
来
are
的
many HMI products.
HMI 的产品，
This is our programming software. Programming software for touchscreen.
和
It is
刚
the
刚我们
same
看
as
的
the
那个
flowchart we
是
just
一样
looked
的
at. There are
分别代表
representatives to
实
test
践
the electricity.
实
Power
践
test
功
power
率
wanted
通
power.
机的功率
Then this
这个
important
要
load.
这些
These have values that
描
we
述
have
的
obtained
都是我
from.
们从
The inverter
音乐
reads
器
from this
这个
DB9.
DB9 读出来的。
Then the
然后电
battery.
池
Battery. The
电池
data of the
输出
battery is
给到
given to
我
our
们的
inverter.
逆变器
Then
然后
the
逆变器
data of
的
the
数据
inverter is
跟我们
EB9
的
with
这个
ours.
DB9 跟我们
Communication
的
using
bus
model
传输
box
的
R2.
工具
Transmission to our PLC. Let us know. 301 0:22比37966 0:22比40366 and the power of the power of the generator, including the most important, the sock of our battery. 0:22比42833 The power of the test electricity, the power of the machine. This has been done in advance. Everyone can. You can also learn about our touchscreen products. Next, let's connect our PLG. We just talked about our network port. A computer has been connected with a network cable. Everyone can see. A computer performs network cable connection. After connecting, our first step is to open our smart software. Then do a newsletter. You can see our PLC here. Here is a button for newsletter. Everyone can see. What about after clicking on this we can see that there is a query. Find the button for the PLC. Let's click. Everyone see this is our an IP address of the PLC. Then we click to confirm. After the connection is successful, we will display a connected. Then display the address of our PLC. This is our default address. Everyone can make any changes. Then we can according to this requirement. Let's talk. First we have to define our input and output. I 0.1,
0.0
I 0.1,
0.1
I 0,
0.3
I 0.4, Q 0.0, Q 0.6, Q 0.7.
然后分别给这些
Address naming. Let's copy directly from this document. Then we name it. We can start to write our program. Then this is our 510, a touchscreen product of W4G. Then there is the Internet of Things function. 351 0:27比34566 0:27比36933. Do our connect with him today. Okay, everyone can take a look. This is what I just went in ahead of time this hour. Experience this aura. 1. Inner drawing of the case.
图纸
Okay, let's talk about our mistakes for our PLCs. Part of CPU programming.
部分
See here, there is a power test ACK.
ACK
4.6 HK means our for electric voltage detection relay pickup. That is, when our I 0.0 is 1.
1的时候，我们的
Our ATC switch needs to be switched to the 4 o'clock position.
的位置
That is our I 0.0.
I 0.0
The
开
switch,
关
when it is only
然
on.
后导通
Then our on.
呃
The ATS switch should be switched to the 4 power position.
的位置
That is our Q 0.7
7
become Z.
可以看到
When our power test tag,
试电 ACK
that is
我
our,
们的
when the
检测
detection
监视
relay
系统
pulls
的时
in.
候
That is to say our I is turned on at 0.0. Our ATS switch is going to switch to the 4 electric position. That is our ATS. Q 0.7 should be set to 1. Then it say,
一个
simple program,
程序
and then show you.
试一下
As before, we first have to talk to.
要跟
We download the program first with PLG. Connect the network cable. Connect the computer and PLG to the network cable. Then click communication. Point query PLC. Point query CPU. If we can't connect, we can disconnect our network. Change to follow. CPU, unanimous. Just click again. CPU, click on our CPU. Just confirm. Then download. We click to download. 401 0:31比20666 0:31比22900 Since we don't have a live environment,
由于我们没有在一个现场的环境，
I will demonstrate it to you in a first way.
试一下。
As our,
当我们的
when our point,
点
I 0.1, I 0.0,
1 I 0.0
I press 0.1. Typo. I 0.1. When it lights up, our Q will light up at 0.7. I 0.1 means
的意思就是
our test voltage detection
电压检测
relay pickup. That is to say our test electricity has We are going to switch our ATS.
ATS 开关
Switch to power test mode. Let this test power our load directly. Then I just picked up our following CPU. Below is the 24-volt output. We give this I just set this I 0.1. Make him light up. Everyone can see that the light is turned on at 0 o'clock. Provide a voltage of 45 to our input port. Then we float. The CPU will detect it. This input port is on. Is powered. It's consistent with what I just said. Connect with the program I just downloaded at 0:1. Practice output. Then our first requirement has been completed. Then we look at our second requirement. When our test NCK,
电 NCK 的时候，
that is our test electric test.
电检测
The voltage detection relay is disconnected.
放开
That is our 0.1.
1断开的时候，它就会导通。
Then at the same time we will test our two people. Is it within a 50%, 50% and 30% and then less than 30%?
然后小于30%这样一个条件。
Then we can look at our ladder diagram. Has a comparison condition. We try to use integers for comparison. When this sock, we define a sock.
定义一个 SOC
W0.
W0。
When it is greater than 50%, 451, 0:36比15200, 0:36比16800, we do nothing. When this sock between 30% and 50%, that is more than 30%.
然后小于
50%.
50%。
Greater or equal to. For your convenience, you can see the key to this variable.
变量的
I will give you the specific meaning.
调用一下。
Then you can see us. When this test NCK, that is our. When the test voltage relay is disconnected,
断开的时候，
we'll go first.
去
Determine how much power our battery has. For example, sock. When it is greater than 50%, our ATC is inactive. That is our Q 0.6.
0.6。
And our Q 0.7 is inactive.
工作的。看一下。
This is what this means.
含义
Then see here.
看到这里，
When our energy storage sock is less than 30%,
小于30%的时候，
boot up
机启动，
30 seconds after starting. If you pass the machine ACK, then we put the switch. Switch the ATS switch to the on position. Then wait until when our socket is greater than 50%, we stop when we get on the plane. How to write this sentence? Just one sentence at a time. Our socket is less than 30%. Boot up. Wanted is RQ 0.0. Thirty seconds after starting, that is RQ 0.0, 30 seconds after it is connected. Q 0.0, 30 seconds with our timer. If wanted a CK, that's Saura. The power on voltage detection relay pulls in. "30 seconds and then detect our calculator. The wanted voltage detector. When the relay pulls in. R 501 0:43比26533 Switch the ATS switch to the on position can be seen here. That is RQ 0.6. The front is the same level position. Wait until charge to SOOC greater than 50% and stop the machine. ATS will not move. At this point we can see that we need to use a device 1. I want to reset the condition above. Change it to a prompt condition. This shows that our, let's say we're greater than 50% and then between 30 and 50%. We do nothing. 5 moves. and until our
的 SOC
SOC
也就是我们
it's Saura.
这
Both
个
switches are in the open state Q0.6.
Q0.6，
Then Q0.0. Then we reset the two.
复位。
Then this is a complete. We can download the program to have a look.
下载也是接这个网线。
Then I touch the screen and put it here.
放在这里。
Then I add our software.
的软件。
As far as our out-of-home software has a simulation function. Then you can look with a
有一个
simulation function.
仿真功能。然后
Then the
这个
specific
后面的
touch screen
程
program.
序呢，
I'll show you all then.
给大家看一下。
Then let's talk about our program.
程序能不能
Normal operation of. What we just talked about is our power test ACK.
试电 ACK，
Our ATS switches to the power test position.
切换至试电的位置。
Then when our power test ACK When we
之后呢，我们如
if
果说
between 100% and 50%, and then between 50%, we just write a 70%. Here's a machine without any action, a machine with no action. And then when ours is between 50% and 30%, we write a 40%. Everyone sees that there is no action.
动作的。
Then when
当
we
我们
less than 30%,
30%的时候，
our queue will be connected at 0 o'clock. After connecting, our I0.0 is also our general machine. 551 0:49:46733 0:49:48300 If one voltage detection relay. We force him to let him be. That is our I0.0. Our add machine switch wheel.
ATC 开关就会
Our ATC switch will be made one. As you can see, it is our Q0.0 position 1. we'll greet and then when we charge to 50%,
50%，
we'll reset all.
位
Can see.
到
Then, back to the process we just had before. And that's all for what we are talking about today. Then everyone can see it. I follow this process to write one by one. I can write one by one. This is one of our customers. A simpler one. A case of optical machine. If you are interested, you can repeat it several times. This is a condition of a case. Then today the live broadcast is here. If you are interested, you can enter our official website to contact us. Then today's live broadcast is here. And thank you all for watching. If you are interested, you can email us on the official website. Then we will have someone to answer for you some doubts. For example, our question about this ST30 and this one we just brought out. 514 G's one eye at touch screen. A question can also give you an answer. And thank you all for watching.